Lady Mary was back in England, having brought with her life-changing medical knowledge from the Ottoman Empire. However, the significance of this act would not be understood until much later. Welcome to the final part in our series on Lady Mary Wortley Montagu. Hi, I'm Em. I'm a historian and I love brilliant historical women. We've already discussed Mary's education, her marriage, and her travels in Turkey, so if you haven't seen that yet, head back to part 1 or part 2. For now, let's dive into her later life. After her return from Turkey, Mary settled in Twickenham with her husband. We're not really sure why, but their marriage grew distant and she channeled her energy into writing. Mary penned sharp political critiques, feminist essays, and reimagined classical tales with a modern twist. She collaborated with big names in the literary world, like John Gay and Alexander Pope, although her relationship with Alexander Pope came to a dramatic end. There were lots of rumours as to the cause of this feud, one of which is depicted in this 19th century painting. Some suggest that Pope confessed romantic feelings to Mary, and she responded with laughter. If this is the case, Pope didn't deal with rejection very well, and attacked her in his literary works, such as the Dunciad. In here, he suggests that Mary was a prostitute, and likened her smallpox to syphilis. After this, a bitter feud entailed, including Mary calling Pope a toad-eater. As their insults progressed, they published their work anonymously. In 1736, Mary fell in love with this beau, Franchesco Algarotti. He was an Italian writer living in London, and Mary suggested that they escape to Italy to live together, setting off in 1739. However, Francesco never followed her. Mary pretended the trip was for her health, and by 1741 she was settled in Avignon, where she met a younger suitor. Count Ugolino Palazzi is a contentious figure in Mary's story. Now in later life, she longed to go to Venice, and accepted when Ugo offered to escort her. We're not really sure what their relationship was, but we know that it was financially exploitative. Ugo was keen to make the most of her connections and finances, and Mary was stuck in his company for a decade. Still, Mary's time in Italy, and particularly Brescia, was intellectually rich. Despite her romantic disappointments, she thrived as an independent woman abroad. After her husband's death in 1761, Mary returned to England to be with her daughter. However, London had changed, and she longed to be back in Italy. Unfortunately, this would not be the case. In 1762, she died after a battle with cancer, leaving behind a remarkable legacy. As her memorial suggests, Lady Mary's scientific and literary achievements, along with her courage and independence, continue to inspire. She defied social norms, reshaped literature, and facilitated life-changing medical procedures. I think we should celebrate her more. So, who should we do next?